control bump. I knew it was there. We hit it and the back of the car just broke free and got sideways and I wasn't able to catch it quick enough. Got wide, we banged this wall here, damaged rear suspension. I mean, deep inside, I'm hoping maybe we can fix it. Go ahead, this is 7. You all right?
On driver's left at the edge of the wall. I'm going to need a wrecker.
Not to be annoying or in your way, but let them get a set of vitals. Just say hi to you, listen to your heart and lungs.
Yeah, that's okay.
Okay.
Control 67.
And if you need anything, just ask. We're here to take care of you.
Okay, Doc, thank you.
Good?
Straight out, Greg.
I can't stop.
Let me get some attention on it.
I can't stop. I have no brakes, so.
I've got you a little bit. We have like 48 hours to get this thing built. And it's going to involve this Model 3, another Model 3, and a lot of employees and 24 hours non-stop work on this car. It's going to be absolutely crazy. The frame needs to be straightened, and then all the stuff that I showed you guys needs to be put back together. This is going to be crazy.
Slow down, slow down. Anyways, yep. Already, boys.
Hey, that doesn't mean I still can't have mechanical sympathy for it.
Front lip, and then we got the wing on the back, and then he's getting a hood made for it.
Okay.
The best thing you need to do is just start ripping the rocker off and getting stuff out of the way so you can see the full extent.
Yeah.
You know, all this stuff is cosmetic. It's not.
Yeah, it's not structural.
It's not structural.
We were considering putting that on.
The biggest one I see is this right here, but it's not gonna kill you.
Yeah.
You know, if you dump it on the back end, it's just gonna fold right there easier. Is all it's gonna do.
Okay.
You know, your main structure is from here.
Because the way that I'm looking at it, is this car safe for him to drive? And if he crashes again, hopefully he doesn't. But if he does, is this car going to be much more compromised than it was to start out with?
No.
Okay.
You know, you'll have to get this off here to see how far in this goes.
Yeah.
But from what you can tell by the hole here, it looks like it just stopped at the wheelhouse.
Because the door's still open.
Right.
It's a little f***ed up, but it's still open.
Right. Parts.
So we swap parts and we make a car out of this. I mean, the structure's okay from what he hasn't shook his head no yet. So,
Do you guys think the frame's good? That was our biggest worry. And then obviously we couldn't bring down the battery, and you guys could do it in like an hour and a half. Like, that's huge.
Yeah.
You guys know electrical. Like,
Yeah, we pull batteries.
Eddie knows his shit around all the modifications. He's the top guy. He built this car from the ground up, all the modifications. I know quite a bit about it, so if you guys believe that frame's good, let's get going. Let's find a donor and
find us a car.
Yeah.
Yeah, I'd say find a donor and start swapping.
So what's going on is the team behind us here at Eurocar in Colorado Springs, they are deciding how bad the damage is, what needs to be done, and they have came to the conclusion that we all thought as well, is there needs to be a new car sitting next to this thing where we can just yank stock parts out and put it into the race car. We need to just get this rolling. We're running out of time, and the best thing would be is literally to buy a 2020 Performance Model 3 and just start shoving parts from that stock one onto the unplugged one. This is going to be insane. There's a lot of guys standing here, a lot of guys ready to work. Man, this is awesome. They are sharing the motivation with us. Like, they're sharing the vision with us. They are really involved in this, and they can't wait to get started and get this car back on the raceway.
We have 2 subframe jigs. We have a battery table. I mean, we can.
Okay.
Sweet.
It's doable. We can do it.
Let's do it.
All right, we'll get you guys a car.
All right. Today, we'll get you a car today.
Yeah.
What's just time frame wise? You, I mean, when do you guys want to work all night? Do you want to?
Yeah,
do, okay.
we're gonna be here 24/7.
Okay.
I think.
Yeah, I can be here as long as I need to.
We're gonna bring in.
I've done 36-hour shifts for SEMA, so.
Yeah. That's fine. We can do this.
All right. I'll give Ben a call, and we're gonna find a donor.
We need the donor. That's all we need.
Yeah.
Okay. So we have the car here. The guys looked at it. Overall, they seem fairly confident in being able to get this going, but the faster we get a car, the faster it's possible. And I don't know if you're aware, but we need to be on the mountain by 6 p.m. is one of the key things here.
On Saturday.
On Saturday.
Holy sh**.
They close off the entire mountain after 6 p.m. so we can't be there anymore if it's after 6. We can't get there Sunday morning, nothing like that. It has to be 6 p.m. or else we don't run.
And we have to get it looked over too.
Yeah,
right?
exactly. We have to have the car
We
rechecked.
need an inspection. So.
All right, I'm gonna email Pikes Peak and verify that and what they need to look over the car, and then I'm working. I have so many emails back and forth with like 20 people from Tesla. They just found us a car. The whole team is working on it, so I'm trying to see when we'll get the car. But more importantly, what does the timeline look like over there for repairs?
It depends on how fast we can get a donor car. That's what it comes down to. The faster we can get a donor car, the faster I can move on this.
Comes, don't they?
Sorry?
You have to fix the frame first before your donor car is ready.
Well, most of the frame is, some of it is structural, but it's not crazy bad to the point where they think it's okay to run it with the frame like that. And then we're gonna leave all the cosmetic stuff alone. So we're not gonna replace the door, we're not gonna replace the quarter, nothing like that's gonna get replaced. We're gonna fix solely what the car needs to run.
What is that? Just all the parts?
All the parts pretty much, front and rear subframe. So we're gonna completely.
But the subframes will fit in?
They think it should, but they're gonna drop everything right now. They're gonna drop the battery pack as well.
Just to test it.
Yeah, so we're gonna test the battery pack. We're gonna drop the battery pack because obviously if that's screwed, then all this is pointless. So we're gonna check the battery pack first and foremost. Then we're gonna move on to the front and rear subframe. Probably rear one we're gonna drop as an entire unit. Then we're gonna move on to the front subframe. So we're gonna work in sections on this car.
Let the breakdown process begin. Craig is unpacking everything, and we are stripping this car. This is literally the biggest rush. Like, the car, we figured out the car has to be ready by Saturday at 6 p.m. Not Sunday morning, not Sunday late morning. 6 p.m. on Saturday, it has to be up at the hill. So this is gonna be crazy. This just changed everything. Like, the car has to be done in like a day and a half. Right now it's 5 o'clock on Thursday, August 27th. So yeah, we've got the long haul right here, and technically today is basically over, so we're almost screwed for this day. We're gonna work fast.
My heroes, Eddie here from Unplugged Performance, Ryan here from Eurocars Body Shop, he's Tesla trained. This morning we thought it was hopeless. It was down to a glimmer. It was down to, Eddie says, 1%. 1% chance this thing is ever going to run again, at least at this hill climb. Now we're like, we think we might make it. We're still not sure, you got to be a little bit careful, but we're at like 90%. The whole mood is different. This is going to happen. This car's coming back together. I'm going to get a second chance on Sunday. That's the plan, that's the goal, and it's looking so much better now than it was this morning.
Got it. Randy's talking to the press behind me. There's already press waiting outside the door. Pretty cool. The motor has just been dropped, and check that out. Very important moment.
There's your
here.
450 horsepower right there.
Wow.
This is dinner plate.
That's the steering rack. We're going to replace that, right? Scan it?
Yeah. We're actually replacing the whole thing. The whole subframe is damaged.
Yeah.
So you're getting a whole new front drive unit.
It's not supposed to shake like that.
Front mount too. It ain't it's not broken, but the inner rubber piece is broken.
Yeah, take the rubber. They never move like that, huh?
I can't believe how quick that came out of there.
Did it fast. We're about to drop that rear one
Don't
too
tell
right now.
anybody, but Teslas are like Hondas.
There's only a bunch of press recording right now.
Let's go to the documentary.
I'm leaving.
This is the electric front drive unit, the front motor. This Tesla 3 is they call it a dual motor. You can get one or two, and in the performance model, you get two of these. One in the front and another one in the back. For a total of about 450 horsepower and a lot of torque.
You should be able to fold in half.
It's not that, it's the bolt. It's trying to counteract it.
It's a big boy.
You got enough slack, you're good.
Yeah, you got time.
Alright, final bolt.
This rear motor is about to drop with the whole subframe right here, so this will be interesting.
Come out.
This is a big part that's been busted on the car. Huge.
Got it?
Yeah. Are you guys ready?
Yep.
Going up slow.
Here she is.
Are we clear?
Yeah. Yeah, not. Keep going. If we can get some more support there. Hang on.
Yeah, we're gonna have to undo these.
Yep.
All right.
Go ahead.
Go ahead.
Send it. You're good.
Sending it.
Send it.
Should get some more blocks. Yeah. I got this, so if you want to.
Eddie, how are things looking?
Looking pretty good. See some of the obvious damage on it. This guy right here snapped. This one up top bent. If you look at the rotors, or the calipers, back into the calipers broke off on both sides. So that's the parking brake side. All of our lines are broken. Brake line's broken. Sensor line broken. Here's a good one right here. Is inside of there. The mount that holds the drive unit is snapped off. So this is essentially completely done. So with this damage right here alone would constitute a salvaged car.
Right.
Just the damage that you're seeing right now.
But we have another car that we can rip this whole thing out of, so we're probably not even gonna mess with this thing. We're just gonna straight up pull it out and call it a day. Boys and girls, our delivery is here. We have our white performance Model 3. This is the savior right here. There it is. This is gonna be the last time this thing looks like this. How was your drive?
Oh, it's nice. It's easy.
Thanks for
coming out, man. I really appreciate
No problem. Are you Ben?
I'm soft.
Oh, hey, what's up?
Yeah,
man?
I'm with
Nice to meet you.
Unplugged, and Ben's on his way here too.
Cool. Perfect.
Coming.
Well, I'm Ryan. Just so y'all know.
Nice to meet you.
Here's your new car.
Amazing, man.
Soon to
New car. Now let's destroy it. As you can see, not a minute to waste. Craig is doing his part. No, I'm just kidding. Craig and Eddie and the whole crew working on this, they're not going to be sleeping tonight. This guy's not going to be asleep at all. Let's get this up. Brand new car, going to be ripped apart. Goodbye. We now have our biggest dream right here. This car and this car are both being worked on and at the same time. So there is no time delay, there's no inefficiencies here. Everything is being worked on. This is just going to be ripped out right away, as soon as possible. All the fluids, brakes, everything. Oh. So Eddie, what is this?
Coolant.
This is coolant. Battery coolant?
For the drive units.
So behind me is actually a pretty good looking image, and let me explain to you why. This car is very apart, and that's a very important thing. We need this car apart as fast as we can, and it's actually looking pretty well. Hopefully I can talk to Brian, who's standing over there, and I want to get an estimated time of what he's thinking, what his process is like, and just some more. So let's see if we can talk to him. You guys, this is Brian. He is Eurocar's Tesla tech. I mean, he does other stuff, but right now he's the main guy. So Brian, tell us a little bit about this car and just what's going on through your experience. What's our time frame right now?
So you took a pretty extensive damage in the front and rear, which kind of wiped out your drivetrains and your suspension and everything that makes a race car a race car. So right now what we're doing is we've completely dropped both front and rear cross members. We're gonna get our new drive unit and everything swapped over. Hopefully it shouldn't take too much longer here to get the bulk of it in. Then we're gonna go down to the nuances like the cooling and the wiring and things that are, you know, not quite as major. But you know, we're shooting for, you know, hopefully by sometime tomorrow being actually wrapped up and it's rolling again.
I'm impressed. I'm impressed. You guys, they just got this car like a couple hours ago, and the skill is just amazing. Can you give me like a percent of probability that this car is going to be completed on time and able to race? Is there a percent you can think
I'm
of?
fully confident. You know, I would say 99.9. I mean, it's the only thing that may affect down the road is electronic wise. You know, swapping over a new drivetrain that's coded differently.
Right.
But we have Tesla engineers coming down to handle that problem for us. So
perfect.
In theory, everything should go according to plan.
I'm amazed. I don't know if you know, but this car we considered like total.
Yeah.
Like we thought this car couldn't even go back together. We were literally just gonna like take the parts off and like, I don't know, probably throw this thing away or turn it into something. So this is pretty cool.
it's I'm not gonna say a misconception, but a lot of people immediately think the worst when they see that, because modern cars nowadays are designed to do this, just explode and look unfathomable. You know, and it's in reality it's nuts and bolts, and just, you know, your time and experience gets you through it to the end.
A ton of skill.
Yeah, I mean, it's a lot of beating your head against the wall, but over time it pays off, and you start doing stuff like this and impressing folks like you guys, and you know, it makes you feel good at the end of the day.
Yeah, well, we're glad to have you as a part of this team taking the lead, probably. I mean, this is insane, so thank you.
Yeah, no worries, you know.
So check this out, you guys. This is the inside of the front motor. You could see all the gears and guts right there. Pretty cool.
Oh, that's okay.
You can take this off. You want to take this off? All you gotta do is get a long tag.
Gone. Who knew it could have been that fast with all these guys that know exactly what they're doing? This is crazy. We could just, I mean, we can see it all, you guys. This is a very rare kind of view of what's going on in here. I mean, there is nothing in here. Look at this. This is the steering column right here. And we've got these main battery cutoffs and big switches and everything. It's cool seeing it with nothing in here. There's still some coolant dripping. Awesome. So check this out. I want you to see how this looks, right? Memorize how this looks and this whole front part. Okay? Now we're gonna head to the front of the Model 3, and I'm gonna show you guys what the front of this one looks like and why all this needs to be replaced. This is a mess over here. So you guys saw that nice, beautiful straight beam, right? Yeah, well, you might ask, where is this beam? This beam was removed, but clearly it's not supposed to be like this.
We're clear. Yeah. It's fully clear. This is good. Fully clear.
You want to grab your pucks again?
Yeah.
Or something to stabilize it?
Yeah.
We're all the way up. Watch the shocks.
Okay.
No, you got plenty of room.
Okay, can I lock in or no? Okay, I'm gonna lock.
We got enough? I don't know how you're gonna do this side.
This side's
So what's going to happen right now is they are going to swap parts. So there are still usable parts on this back over here. Obviously you can see we need the salvageable unplugged parts, even though the back was a very bad part, but that looks like that blue sway bar is in great condition. So we can get that put on this, and I think they're just going to straight up transfer this whole thing onto the car. This brings up a pretty good question here. Are these pieces compatible to go on this car? As you know, we have different VINs and we have different hardware and systems all in this, and when it gets plugged in, is it possible it might not work? I would also like to mention something important, that even if they don't work, Tesla helped us out and helped us get this car, that unplugged purchase. But they're also going to assist us making sure all the hardware fits and is secure, and not only that, but hardware and software work together. So I believe what's going on is, no matter what the situation with these motors, these new motors, if they go in the other car, no matter what the situation is, I think they're still going to work because Tesla is going to make it work. Eddie, have you ever installed brake pads on a motor where you pulled out the whole thing?
That's how they were originally put on, actually.
Really?
Outboard.
Eddie's done this before, apparently, this whole setup. Interesting.
I think this is his first time. He's lying.
Yeah. I've never done this before. I've never even changed brakes before, actually.
Yeah, I could tell.
The first time for every. Wait a minute.
Do you need me to help you?
I need to do it on the car.
Oh man.
You know why?
Brake fluid.
Huh?
Pistons.
It's locked. The brakes on.
We're bringing out the big guns here. Brian has a system to remove or let loose this e-brake here that always turns on when the car gets put in park. And in this situation, it was turned on and put in park while it was on the lift. So that's awesome. We have this pretty cool machine that sends the signal to.
Oh, I heard it. You're doing something.
Done.
Should be money. In theory.
First motor subframe is being put in. Everything seems to be going smoothly. This is a huge, huge step, you guys. This is one of the most damaged pieces, this whole section. That's this one that I showed you was very damaged.
What are you touching on over
I'm
there?
so happy everything is going smoothly so far. Let's just make sure this happens safely and quickly, of course.
No, the front of the cradle. This part right here. On your side. Are you about to pinch the hose? Yeah. Okay, so you need to move your side. Right, you're on that side.
Okay. It's on the motor.
Do you need to go up or do you need?
The car needs to come down. I'm really glad that you guys.
Car needs to come down?
Yes.
Okay, you ready?
Yes.
Looks good. Keep coming. Keep coming. All right,
That
hold
looks
there.
good.
Holding.
We can put bolts in. It's pretty close. Yeah. There, it's perfect. Where are them bolts?
Wow, you're just gonna rob that from me there?
Yeah.
All right. All right, that one started.
Okay. I'm started. More. One more of those. Yeah.
You start yours too, or do you want me to lift your side? Let me know.
A little on the lock there, but you know.
A little bit.
Okay, now stop. Now we gotta get.
Hammer time.
We all start dancing.
I think I'm on the lock again, by the way.
All right.
You make me stop in the worst place.
Come down some more. That's what
Yeah.
she said.
Just grind them off, you know, it's fine.
It's not my fault, man. He said stop.
Surprisingly.
Where do these go?
What do you want?
I don't know. What?
You don't know?
Well, I don't know where.
These guys go around this like this, but we worry about that shit later. They go around it.
Well, I didn't want. Yeah. All right. All right,
Going down
Dad.
more?
Yes.
I think I'm on the lock again.
Come down.
Every time, bro. You gotta stop saying stop.
Well, when can we stop now?
Come on.
Well, we gotta.
Oh, what am I on?
Nothing. Hold up.
Your axles are out, so you should be money.
I'm holding.
Some of these connections.
in the way of the fan. Okay. There we go.
I can sneeze in that shit. You'll hold it no problem.
All right, we going? What are we doing?
Yes. Come on. Let's go.
All right, ready?
Yes. Slow.
Let it ride.
Slow. Slow, bro.
I mean, you just gotta make sure you're clear, but you are by
I'm going.
We're making sure.
Okay, you're starting to tilt.
You're tilting, by the way.
You're starting to tilt. What are you hitting? You're past, right?
It's sliding
we're past this.
It's sliding into the motor mount.
It's okay?
Yes.
Yeah, let's look at it. That's looking good. There we go.
Stop right there.
Oh, this, yeah,
Okay,
this is
stop.
good. Where's the bolts? This one's lined.
Is this one?
You have one in your hand?
This is the other front one. This is the other front one, I think.
Here.
It's the drip pad.
What did I do with those picks? Did I put them back?
I think you put them back. Is it right there now?
Yeah. I can get it with my pick. Let me get my pick.
I know.
It's a workout.
Oh! You get stronger doing shit. It's easy. Oh! This guy's strong.
Damn, Craig, one more.
All right, about enough.
Woo!
Bro, who did it? Yeah, who did this? Who fucking made this mess over here? Who did it?
Not an ideal situation. It's kind of a temp fix.
Yep.
I mean, and it's just kind of just flying by the seat of our pants right now. So.
Yeah.
Trying to, make a whole quarter of a bumper is a little not ideal.
A bumper that's when it breaks isn't supposed to really be built again.
Right. This is the...
Okay, it's been a little while. Let's take our first look at the car. What's up? Good. Well, Craig, any updates? How's it going?
Pretty good. These guys are just checking out electrical, battery, put some coolant in. I just put the Motec screen back in.
Great.
Fastening it down. Just overlooking everything interior, like this came loose. Just these small things so we can tighten them up, make sure they're all safe. Fasten all the bolts, make sure they're tight. Rewire a couple things because we have a lot of loose wire in here now that we have some time. Get oxygen going. We have a full CO2 can ready to shoot. Figure out this switch. There's some stuff going on.
Check this out. This has been, it looks like it's wet, so I'm not going to touch it, but this is being restructured, I guess. And over here as well, different colors because we ran out of stuff, but this is the bumper coming back together so we can try and get this bumper on there, or we will get this bumper on there rather than the stock one. And I think we're gonna hit this with a coat of spray paint so it's carbon fiber and black, and it's at least it's gonna be something decent. We'd much rather have this on there.
You get used to yours.
The bottom first. Right next to the left hand.
I'm gonna show the side part right here.
Pretty sick.
Big news, everybody. The car is just on the lift right here. It was put in reverse, drove out, and look at that. It's on the alignment rack. It is in drive and reverse, totally fine.
Well, this is crazy. No one thought it was possible, but we never gave up. And here we are. We're getting the car aligned. We're on pace. We're going to be there on Sunday.
So there's some interesting news I want to share with you. It's not the best news. So I'm going to show you here. This is the camber we need. We're going to run about -4. On the rear we need about -4 as well. We haven't messed with that side yet, but this is about maxed out. And this is not good because we need to go a lot more. And this is because of frame damage. Now, we didn't think this frame damage would affect the alignment, but it's affecting it. And it's affecting it a lot because we need a lot more, a couple more degrees, which is huge for us and huge for Randy for his driving. And it looks like it's because of that damage. As for the front, it's all fine. We have the camber we need. It all is good, and you can literally see the camber.
It does.
You want to let it down? That's a lot more than what it was. That's just I hate when shit like that doesn't mathematically make sense.
There we go. 2.5.
Oh!
That's better.
Oh, baby!
Is that all the way down?
Is it all the way down?
Yeah, it's all the way down at 2.5. Oh, no, not even.
Oh, come on!
Going up. 265.
Come on!
265, right
We're
there.
like we're spinning a slot machine right now.
We'll probably get like 2.7.
Oh yeah, you could see it. You could definitely see it more now.
So we are adjusting the rear camber arm.
And that's up there.
That's the guy right there. You can see all that thread out. So essentially what I got to do is I got to pull this guy all the way back to where that nut is. And that'll give me the most amount of camber I can get out of these arms.
Let's try and get this bolt out real quick.
Which one?
Of this upper camber arm again. I think I can get another 2 spins out of it.
You think so?
Yeah.
Okay, so
What's going on now are we have to remove the tail lights to install that carbon fiber rear bumper. And one of the challenges is you're putting a broken bumper on a broken car, so nothing is going to fit right. So we're taking everything off so we can make this as easy as possible.
Yeah, you got a little shmeesh guy going on there. Shmeesh. It actually fit
wait,
pretty well.
let me grab this guy.
That needs to go through, right?
Yeah.
Almost there, coming more.
Keep coming up a little bit. There you go, got it.
Okay.
Oh, damn. Just needs to go up. So yeah, you keep on caught on that.
Yeah.
Oh,
So let me get my side first, because my side's the unfucked side.
done.
Holy shit, that should be our new brand.
Done. Dude, this is gonna fit. It's like in there.
Fittable.
Oh, really?
Does that work?
Questionable.
As you can see, we are moments away from the car. We're just finishing up its alignment, but it's hard to test a car with racing slicks on in the rain. Hopefully we don't have to throw some rain slicks on, but if we do, it's just harder to test in general. So this is kind of a bummer. Everything is fighting us right now, but we're gonna pull through and we're gonna do what we need to do. We just need Randy out there testing anywhere. We just got to get some kind of information that this car is good to go or needs some kind of fixing. So we're coming down to the final minutes here. Well, this is the first time of the car off the lift, and so far it's moving. Everything's looking pretty good.
That's the first thing I fucking said when I looked at fucking cars. I can't fix it.
Side back and forth a little bit.
That's full lock.
I don't hear anything.
Yeah. Let me try that first.
I'm back. Are we clear?
Yeah.
Look at where we're testing the car. We brought it to an airstrip. This is crazy. A full runway straight ahead of us, empty, waiting for us to rip on it.
He knows what he's doing.
He knows. Oh boy. Wow, this is just like magical.
Like a kid at a candy store. Battery's warm?
No, 44.
Oh, where's that? Is that because I'm not in drive? Yeah, you got it?
No, it should be on, but it's not a big deal. Don't worry about that right now. Okay. Battery warm is interesting. So
45.
So the
You
fact
want to
that
make them all the same?
You want me to drop them all down to what, 40?
What's the lowest?
they want a 44 hot.
Sorry?
They want a 44 hot, didn't they?
The tires aren't even hot yet. I can rest my hand on them just fine, no problem. It goes lukewarm.
I'd say bring it down to, what's up to you? 42? 40? You can keep knocking them down, but I don't want to bring them back up again.
They sure throw a lot of stones.
Oh, it throws so many trucks here.
Randy and then some of the techs go in it and test it and push it to the limits. And the only thing that was wrong with the car was something none of us realized. What we didn't realize was the battery was overheating. And in some of the video, maybe I can catch it, maybe I can't. Some of the video you'll see track mode and you see the battery is red after only Randy driving a little bit on this runway here. And it didn't really blow us away. Nothing really pointed out the car was performing great. It showed red, but it wasn't actually like slowing down in performance. It wasn't overheating. It wasn't being throttled down in any sort of way. It was fully unleashed. And man, I wish we had time too. We had time to probably drop the whole battery bed and put the new Performance 3 in there. And man, it was just a bummer seeing it race because when we got onto the track, within like, I think it's got to be under half a mile, the car overheated and Randy was going in limp mode up the hill. But luckily we still were able to get second place. The person we lost to was a very experienced driver as well, and his name was Blake. I forgot his last name. Very experienced driver. He ripped Pikes Peak in a Model S a couple years before, so he knows what he's doing up there. The reason why we think we may have won was because of that battery issue. Now, if you, not comparing drivers in any way, if we just compare both the cars, Blake's car and our car, Randy's car, side to side, the Unplugged car has a bit crazier stuff. Blake's car was basically just made to run minimal Pikes Peak. It just met the safety requirements. It was pretty much a stock Model 3 with some suspension, wheel upgrades, maybe a few other things. I didn't check it out too much. The Unplugged car had a lot more. It had a whole aero kit. It had crazy wheels that were like the lightest 20-inch wheels or some crazy stuff. It had, what was the main thing was it had this insane cooling unit up there that actually blows, it blows frozen CO2 or freezing CO2 onto the cooling unit. So there is no way this thing is overheating. And you unturn this thing and it is freezing cold. Ice everywhere all over the front. And that's the cooling unit. We also had some holes drilled in the front bumper. So this battery was perfect. The cooling system was amazing. And that's really the upper leg that we had. So in my opinion, and this is my opinion, I think we had a great experienced driver, Randy, with a great car that is that had the Tesla flaws fixed. One of the flaws is the cooling, and that was fixed. And then Blake's car, he had the experienced driver, obviously Blake, but he didn't have quite the cooling. So if he were to push it very hard, he'd have to slow down and manage power. Back to the actual final run. Randy floors it right off the lot as you normally would with a great cooling car. You'd expect no problem the whole way up. Within half a mile, his car is in limp mode and he's barely making it up this hill. I'm going to try and find some video here.
What the hell happened?
We were very happy to even see this thing back on there and to finish Pikes Peak in 48 hours. Yeah, I think the story behind it, doesn't matter what place we got in, the story behind it was the amazing part, and that's what this whole video was. After Pikes Peak ended, we went to a Tesla Corsa, which is a track event back in California, and this is where we discovered the battery issue. We decided to bring the Pikes Peak car back out on the track. We drove it, and we still had the same issues Randy did, where it heated up and overheated on a flat surface, and we're like, what's the deal? And then we finally bring it to the charger somehow, and boom, dies. Battery unit, all the warnings come up, car is completely undrivable, it's toast. Well, I guess that sums up pretty well this rebuild. I hope you guys enjoyed it. We basically got the Tesla Model 3 from dead in the water, where literally no wheels turned, no coolant, no nothing was in the car, to fully running again and racing Pikes Peak, the official race. So we were super happy. I hope you guys enjoyed. Thank you so much for watching this very long rebuild video. I'll see you guys in the next video. Thank you.